Hi guys, hey, how have you been? How's everything been, guys? How is your month, your week, your year been going? How has your mind been? Okay, how's your health been? Because maybe you're listening to me right now, probably you're not feeling too good, or you're feeling so good. You know how we experience different emotions while doing several things. It just got me like the idea that everybody on this earth is going through one thing or the other, and we all have like similar examples of each other. Like you can say, oh, one or two, three people are happy, or one or two, three people are sad, or one or two, three are like experiencing some kind of situation right now. But yes, that is what I know or seem to believe whenever I'm doing a podcast. I believe that at different things, either someone decides to listen to me on the go, or someone decides to listen to me while meditating on something, or it just says, let me just hear someone else's voice in the background and just listens. So for whatever reason you're listening to me, I want to say thank you. I want to appreciate you for your patience, for your appreciation, for the comments, the critics, the everything. Some I like to hear, some I actually don't. But regardless, you guys are one of the reasons why I do what I do. I have other reasons, of course, because if I wanted to say my sole reason for podcasting is just because of people, it would end up that someday somebody would, give me a bad review or something. And now because of that, I would just either, start being somehow. But my push is more than one. And that is actually what I want to talk about, guys. I want to talk about your whys. Okay, you got me. It's just that when somebody decides or makes a decision of why he or she's doing what he does, the person is like, this or not. Okay, I think I've done a podcast similar to this about, making a decision, and I'm like, why did you do it? You have to have a reason, and it has to be backed up by knowledge. So this is like bouncing up from that podcast, and we're going to slide into finding your niche, like finding your why to do certain things, finding your reason or your push to do certain things. Because I recently attended a conference about about Christian content, or basically being a content creator. When they're telling about how to become a content creator, of how to keep being a content creator, they keep saying, you need to know what you're good at, you need to find your niche, you need to find why you want to do what you're doing, and all that. So I'm like, good, this is true. And then I'll talk to my friends, and they're like, they want to be successful. And I'll be like, okay, you want to be successful? What is your reason? What do you want to do to be successful? And some of them are just like, just want to make money and then do this, do that. While some people actually have plans, on how to get to being successful. So it all just still boils down to having, a sense of purpose, a sense of trying to be impactful in life, being a why for somebody, not just one reason, but like let somebody see you and be like, oh God, I want to do this because of this social person got to this too. So being a wife for somebody is also what we're gonna be sharing over time. I think lately in my moments of pause, because anytime I don't release an episode, just know that week I'm thinking, I'm like brainstorming, like what am I going to talk about? Sometimes I'm so overwhelmed with ideas that I have this reflex to run away when there's so much to like do, and like I have so many things in front of me. I tend to just pretend like it's not there. Like I would just start distracting myself with video games or mobile games or food or something. But in the end, it's still there waiting for me. So most times I'm either brainstorming, or I'm like so overwhelmed with what to do, and then I just have to like sit down, take my pen to my book, and start writing. So I just realized, you know what? Let's talk about niche. Since I attended this conference, and it was something every single speaker mentioned, finding your why, finding what you can do. Okay, so Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to impart into the world, maybe through reality or through social media, whatever it is. But like, I just feel I should share the knowledge I got also, and tell us, explain to us like why I saw or why I understood, why I got what they were saying as being very important, like why they kept mentioning it. Every speaker kept mentioning that, okay, you're good at this, pursue this. And I do believe that in the podcast too, I mentioned about how when you recognize your skill, like me, I recognize, okay, people like to like say this particular thing about you, and they just take it that you should take it that since a lot of people have complimented this, maybe use it to work to your advantage, to pursue business and everything. So maybe it's like a series for me. But I really want everybody that I'm surrounded by to be successful. I tell my friends that every single one of you have to be rich, because I want to be sprayed dollars on my wedding. But like, I just really wanted that I would be rich, so as also my friends should be rich, my family members should be rich, people that that know me one way or the other should have some sort of influence positively on this world. Because Earth is not our home, it's just somewhere we're passing by. And so if we're passing by, we should not just pass by and leave back empty slots or empty spaces, leave with impact. So I preach positivity, because I believe whatever you put in, you would get back the same also. So what's a niche? It is, by definition, okay, I browsed this, guys. This is thanks to Google. But before I mention what browsing is, and I think I had to refresh myself in biology, because that was like the first time I heard the word niche when I was doing biology. And that was like a subset of habitat. I think it was like community next after habitat, like that. So niche is more down to like species, like because it's just for a particular maybe type of insect for a particular species. Yeah. So a niche is like the role an organism plays in that community. So the old ants and everything in that particular place, that's their niche. And then when you now expand that word to like business like and like word like standard society and the likes, you'd see that they're being specific about things. They're like, what product or service for a particular kind of thing, like what are these people bringing this particular market for this particular thing. So music for particular singers, hip-hop for particular, like that. So like Davido has a niche, Tiwa Savage has a niche, like that. Okay, so niche is also by definition on Google, of course, a comfortable or suitable position in life or employment. And if I connect all the dots that I'm seeing, I would just say your niche is where you fit. Okay, your niche is where you excel at, not mediocrity, like you excel. So if you're good at writing really well, I think I mentioned this, but if you're good at really writing, you would excel at copywriting, editing for people on paper and stuff like that. So that would be your niche. So it's a specialized market for your products. So that people that would receive this thing I'm giving is particular this. So that's my niche. So now, what else why did I seem it so important for us to find our niche? Because nobody, as of now, my people, my set, my group of my peers, okay, they all want to make something. I did say it, yeah. So if you want to be successful, if you want to impart, and you're just going there without any plan, you would fail. I am just so. But yeah, if you're finding yourself enjoying this and you're finding yourself enjoying that, please take note of it. We're young, okay, but like time is not on anybody's side. Time waits for no one. No matter who you are, it's 24 hours. No matter what you think, you would end up being 30, you end up being 40 at some point if Jesus tarries. So yes, you need to start noticing things. You need to start realizing things and start noting them down. I really believe in the power of the pen and the book. Like, penning things down is nice, apart from recording and stuff, but keeping details is really good. So detail it, write it, realize, just notice something you're really good at. So number one thing again is some people are like, okay, I'm good at this, but I'm also good at others. So which one is it? You are the only one that know yourself truly. So just 1 day or 2 days or 3 days, take your time out of your schedule and look at what it is. Identify what you're really good at, your skills, what can you use to function properly also. You look at all that, okay? And it will help. So one other thing I want to share is when you found out your skills and everything you're at, I think at the back of your mind you should also picture that I want to bring value. Okay, so I want to bring value to my to the market I'm going into. So what particular people would appreciate what I'm bringing? So I have the skills of singing, I have the skills of painting and stuff. What particular part of the market will appreciate it? You need to research on it. Research how that market works. I think I'm just really bringing it out that it's not A to Z as people think it is to be successful. It's not so smooth. It's not so easy to just be the president. It's not so easy to just be that person. There's a lot of work in it. So reminding us, okay? So yes, research on that. Research on the market you want to enter. You'd pay attention to what they like, what they don't like. I think maybe I'm talking too strict for people that want to do social media content creators and stuff. But I'm talking about maybe you're a banker or you feel like I don't want to ever like put it down, like bring those jobs down. People that are working in behind the doors, people that work in the hospital, all those. I don't want to ever bring those jobs down because I feel everybody is important. Whatever you're doing is important, no matter how little you think. If you were not in that seat, it would need to be filled. You get. So whatever it is that you're doing, find out more about it. I believe there were people before you. So whatever they did in that place, whatever they're not doing, just find out about it. So if you are in the banking sector and that is where you're providing services of explaining how money works and all that, you can go beyond the bank and just go forward and move into other things. So yes, once you've discovered what your niche is, I really feel like the sky is your limit. Sorry, it's not your limit. Like the sky is your beginning, because once you found a purpose, like once you've realized a calling, and I really think that's like your spring to do more. By the grace of God, I would not advise anybody to do anything on this earth as it is without Him, without God. If you do not have spiritual backing, you get tired, because those people that, in quote, are the richest also, I do not believe they are just sleeping. I really don't believe either they are spending or they are working. Like they get tired, because to earn so much you must too much is given, much is expected. Okay, so if you have a lot to be expected from you. And so if you're doing it by man, like you're doing it by this physical, like just on your own, with flesh and everything, you are bound to feel at yourself. Something is just going to lack. Okay, so you need God, you need help of wise people around you. You need to be surrounded by people who will correct you when needed, who will push you when needed. By the grace of God, I'm surrounded by people who I can quickly go and run and tell, oh God, I'm not even in the mood to do this. And they're like, why? You need to do this. Like, you're not doing it for yourself alone. People that would keep on reminding you of why you do what you do. Okay, so you need to surround yourself by God. You need to surround yourself with God. You need to surround yourself with people led by God. You need to surround yourself with people from God. I don't know if I'm making sense, but all in all, I'm just trying to let you know that physically you would be tired more than you think. You need God in all things. God has to be in the center of it all. I like rounding up things by saying that God has to be in the center. But yes, guys, it is quite important for us to be successful. It's quite important for us to be, make impact in people's lives. but it is more important for us to know why we're doing it. What purpose are we fulfilling by doing it? And you would, at the end of it all, you would really enjoy it. The results of whatever you do, you would enjoy it. It will be ease for you. That was something I really took from the conference I attended. Like, at the end of it all, they were smiling. They were just so happy with all what they were achieving. They were not even done. That's the funny thing. When you're successful, you I don't think you can just come one day and say, oh, I am successful. I don't think it's done like that, except if you want to be like Thanos, who after ending the whole world, like half of the world and everything, he was drinking tea and he said it is done, and he sat down. I really, if we want to look at it really, at the end of him drinking tea, do you really think he will sit down there and drink tea for the rest of his life? I really don't think so. I feel like at the end, somehow he's going to have to go and look for more worlds to conquer. He has conquered Earth. He's going to keep moving, because there is no satisfaction fully, except if you're really led by God. There's no full satisfaction like that you would say it is finished. So in the end, as far as this earth is still there, you would keep looking for more ways to do more and stuff. So if you're doing it by your own strength, I'm telling you now, you will get tired, because health wise, all those things, they are factors. So really, guys, I want everybody to be successful. I think that was really why I decided to talk about just us finding success. It's not about the money and all that, but really knowing why you're doing it, really knowing how we're going to work and everything. So I hope this has blessed you. I hope my gist has blessed you. I hope my discussion with you guys has blessed you. I really pray that as many people that I keep talking to, they hear me, and it is at any point in time touching them and making them to see things differently or agree with what I'm saying. Maybe I'm speaking somebody's mind, So keep following, liking, sharing. It really goes a long way to know that I'm talking and I'm blessing more than myself, okay? Blessing more than 2-3 people. And soon we're gonna have more people up on this platform. I feel like I have too many blessed people around me, so I have to share some of them with the world. I can't tell and share all of them yet now, but yeah, you get me. So as many people that I have, I want to bring up on this platform, I'll keep bringing, because everybody has something to say that would bless. I would listen to it and I'm like, oh God, this is such a blessing. You need to bless my people. So that's how it goes. All right, guys, see you later. Bye. God bless you.